Anybody still playing Back 4 Blood to this day knows that the game is difficult. It's been difficult since the alpha, challenging since the beta, and even worse since launch. It's obvious. You know it if you played the game, you know. Recruit, which should be the easiest difficulty, while completely doable, is nowhere near the easiest difficulty, and then you jump up to Veteran and it feels like you're playing on a difficulty that it just doesn't make sense, the balancing and the difficulty and then the RNG from the corruption cards. But the point of this video is Back 4 Blood broken, or do we actually just suck at this game? Now recently, as of November 9th, 8th, there was a patch that Back 4 Blood released. A huge, enormous patch. You've probably seen it, you've probably read it, you've heard about it enough to realize what a terrible decision they made. And maybe not necessarily terrible, maybe they're trying to spice up the meta. Maybe we're playing the game the way they don't want us to. Because at one point, you gotta admit, the melee builds were very, very, very strong, and nothing else really seemed to matter. So maybe they're trying to shake up the meta. But in my opinion, when you want to do stuff like that, you should bring other things up if you're going to bring something down. Or you keep it where it's at and bring stuff up and see if things change. And then if nothing changed, then bring some stuff down. But why would you bring down the strongest deck build that can actually get you to complete Nightmare and then make it worse and then make the specials even stronger? Doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. They're just trying to make the game harder than it has to be. It's no longer fun. It's almost like a chore, and I got a lot of information to back that up. So again, I'm gonna ask you right now, is Back 4 Blood broken, or do we just suck? And that's an honest question. I don't really have the answer for you because it's all opinionated, of course. Some people are really good at games while others are not. I will say, jumping literally just from Recruit to Veteran, it is a challenge. But I do want to jump into some of the details here, some of the stuff that we actually have available for us to take a look at. And I just want to jump on the Steam page here, as you can see, is looking at how many people have actually completed the Nightmare difficulty. So we can see right here, Act 1 Cleaner, complete all Act 1 maps on Nightmare difficulty is a 0.9% completion rate. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the numbers on how many Steam players that is, or how many people actually own the game from Steam, so it's hard to really measure that percentage. But clearly it's very low. Now again, the most hardest difficulty shouldn't have a whole lot of people completing it. It's the hardest for a reason, but is 0.9% too low? And then we move on to the Act 2 where it's 0.6, Act 3 0.4, and Act 5 0.5. So I don't know. Obviously they made the game hard, and maybe that's what they want to do. They wanted to make it rewarding for those who actually do complete it. And I mean, man, congratulations to those who have done it. I commend you. That is fantastic. And let's take a look at these numbers. So here I am. This is on Xbox now, and I believe this is because I have it on Xbox Game Pass is how I've played. As you can see, I got 13 and a half hours. Not a whole lot of time, because I'll be completely honest with you guys. I kind of played through it and didn't fall in love with it. I don't know. Almost rather just play a whole lot more of World War Z or Left 4 Dead at this point. But look at this again. Complete all 3 maps on Nightmare difficulty. You can take a look here. Act 4, Act 3, Act 2, and then Act 1. Look at this, 0.01%. What is that, like 2 people on all of Xbox actually completed the difficulty? I don't know. That just seems insane to me. I mean, again, 0.1 or 0.01, 0.02, 0.03. And that makes me curious, actually. What if we look at a Veteran? Look at the Veteran. 0.29%, 0.73%. That's Veteran. That's the in-between. I mean, you guys know it. I don't need to explain it more than that. That's got to be red flaggish, right? Let's jump back into Steam, because now I'm actually curious. Okay, we do see the Steam numbers a little bit higher when it comes to percentages. And again, I don't know how many people this is actually measuring, so this could be more, it could be less than the Xbox overall. And again, we don't know anything about the PlayStation, unfortunately, so I can't compare that. But it's obvious at this point that this game, I think, is just actually hard and somewhat broken. Now, on the topic of being broken, take a look at this. So I've been jumping on Reddit, kind of searching around here. We have petitions to have the devs stream themselves clearing Act 1 on Nightmare at this point. 3,500 people have already signed up. Look at all the rewards coming in, the comment section. It's obvious that the community believes this game is absolutely broken and really, really hard. Look at these spawn rates, 9 specials in 1 minute. So what aspect of special spawning was fixed? So if we jump into the actual patch notes again from November 9th, just 2 days ago, actually a day ago, actually it depends on when I put out this video, but point is, they've already updated it knowing their mistakes which they didn't even know about until after they already pushed it out and the community complained enough. Developer update. We wanted to highlight the following bug fixes with some additional information. Fix some issues related to special spawning. We have an issue where specials would frequently duplicate their spawn cards, compounding as players progress through levels. This would often result in an unfair amount of specials, overwhelming cleaner teams. In future patches, we are going to continue to dig into spawning issues to help further smooth out the experience. Now, I just want you to keep in mind, guys, that this is an issue that happened day 1 of launch, and this is even issues that were happening during the beta and alpha. Now, maybe not as severe, and maybe something has gotten worse. Maybe there's an actual bug there now causing this to be even more unfair than it was before. But it was still a problem in the alpha and the beta. I know, because I played the crap out of those, and it was just always a problem, but it definitely didn't feel as bad as it is now. So I just want to show you guys this video. This is on Reddit. This is not my clip, but I'm talking over it, so fair use, blah, blah, blah. The Reddit user is The Noise of Rain. Let's watch this.
Roger! There! Get down! What's that? Oh boy! There!
Gotta slap a patch on this.
So we're up to 5 now. And just like that, we're now up to 9 in the first minute of starting this mission. And this isn't the one where the ogre runs down and you have that machine gun to the right on like the Humvee or the vehicle or the truck, whatever the heck it is. This is just one of the normal levels here where they... As you can see, John Cena's face down below is starting to appear there, where they said they fixed issues. Now, that was the most recent patch. Obviously, the developers have came out now and said that it's still an issue. But how ridiculous is this, honestly? It's ridiculous. 9 of them. And that's not the only video that talks about it. Again, here it is, someone else complaining about it, where they have a ton of specials. We'll just kind of skip
like
through this.
5 special infected.
Look at this right
now,
here.
Just walking around.
1, 2, 3, right here on top of them. But that's not it. We skip ahead even more. And then, oh, look at that. Another one.
What the fuck, dude? Do you see how many there are?
Another one. Ridiculous. So then he dies here. I'm not sure what that sound is in the background. And then there's the ogre. So here we go. Look at this. What? Ridiculous. Now this is what actually kind of blows my mind, because it looks like the devs are trying to figure out, they're getting into the issue. Just some questions. I assume this is veteran and recruit. So they're thinking Nightmare is fine and that this is only an issue with veteran and recruit. I don't know. In that video, I believe the OP of that video said that they were, yeah, it's right down here. It was a veteran quick play. Absolutely insane that should even be an issue. So, let's go back to the original question. Is Back 4 Blood broken, or do you suck? Let me know in the comment section below. Peace.